Hey guys, what's going on? It's Talk for TV. We're here. We're doing match preview. To my left, we've got Luke. Good evening, Luke.
Evening.
And below me, we've got Matt, who is a Blackburn fan.
Yeah.
So then, guys, Wednesday night, well, it is supposed to be Blackburn at City Ground. I'm going to start you, Matt. How do you feel going into it?
I think if you'd asked me before the season started, I'd have been very negative. But especially from the Swansea game opening day, I was a bit taken aback by that. I think we performed really well, and I was a bit worried, obviously, that we hadn't signed many players. But we've signed Leighton Clarkson today on loan from Liverpool, and a lot of the players that we had that I didn't think were up to the standard have shown that they definitely are. So like Ben Brereton, obviously, that you two all know quite well, he seems a different man coming back from Chile. You know, it's an amazing story, and it's made him a 10 times better player, that's for sure.
I mean, that one, probably for you guys, but for us guys, it came out the blue because when he coming up for his first France, there never really was that thing that he could play for Chile.
Yeah, it's a really weird one, but I mean, I love it. You know, we're getting fans from Chile now, so it's nothing but a positive, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically, he is a different player, though, isn't he? Because he's now called Ben Brereton Diaz. The player we had was just called Ben Brereton.
Yeah, and I mean that's what I've got on the back of my shirt as well.
Oh, so it's called Brereton Diaz now on your shirts.
Yeah.
How do you feel going into Wednesday night's game as well, Luke?
I'm dreading it with immense dread, with a bit more dread, and a side order of dread.
I'm not as confident then.
What's there to be confident about watching Forest? I mean, we've just lost after 2 first league games for the second consecutive season on the trot. I mean, it helped the players gave me something to be optimistic about. I mean, when you've got our goalkeeper basically throwing away 2 1-pointers at the time, then, I mean, it just gives people like Matt hope that if they go to a 1-1 score, all you've got to do is hit it towards Amber if he plays, and he'll just chuck it in.
How do you feel about Tony Mowbray? Because he's been there quite a few years now.
Yeah, I think I obviously spoke to Luke quite a bit about Mowbray last year, and I think it's fair to say that I wasn't his biggest fan, and I'm still not, to be honest. But I do think that sometimes his tactics work. Like for Swansea, he got it spot on. For Millwall, maybe not so much, but I think we can always trust him to know what he's doing. Whether it comes off is a completely different story.
Yeah, I can imagine it because he's quite a old-fashioned manager, as I call it. I don't really watch Blackburn as much, so.
Yeah, I think old-fashioned's definitely the term I would use. I think the football that he tries to get us to play, it's been played for many years. You know, it's nothing new, it's nothing spectacular, but it does sometimes work, I guess.
Do you think Wednesday night will be like the clash of the old-fashioned managers, Luke?
Yeah. The reason I shook my head then was because I was literally just about to ask you two exactly the same thing. The clash of the old guard. I mean, I just with us, and I've probably bored everybody to death on Dan's panel, but it is just a thing of we are so defensive, and it's can we hold on to this 1 point we have at 0-0 after 10 minutes, and then oh look, now we're behind, so we have to go forward and actually do something until we score. Then we'll sit on the point again. Oh no, now we've conceded again, so we'll go forward with a little bit. Then they go down to 10 men. Oh yeah, well now we'll be defensive again because they've lost the man. Like, why?
I think it sounds like you're definitely going to play to our strengths, because I'd say our weakness is definitely defensively. I think we play on the front foot a little bit too much, and it does definitely catch us out sometimes with not having enough players back to defend, like counter attacks and things like that.
Yeah. Is anyone ready to watch out for you guys?
I think Brereton he's the man for us right now, especially Armstrong's gone. He's the man that's going to have to step up. He's the one that will be causing problems, making runs in behind, driving with the ball. But I think Sam Gallagher as well. He'll play in quite a similar way to Brereton, and I think the pair of them, hopefully, they'll complement each other. I mean, that's if they even both play. I don't even know at this point who will be playing.
Yeah, I mean, I will touch up on Brereton because, and I always remember that when Blackburn did sign Brereton, there was quite a lot of fans that didn't really rate him, but he seemed to come off age now.
I think when we signed him, he was 19, and I think a lot of fans with the $7 million price tag, I think they were expecting quite a lot from him, and I was one of the fans that sort of just waited patiently with him, and I'm not really sure why I trusted him so much, because he'd given us no reason to do that. He'd not shown us really anything. But I think it was Bolton. He scored his first goal, and I think that did give him a bit of confidence. But like I said before, I think the summer that he's had, it's just been amazing for him, and it'll be nothing but good for the team.
Yeah. How do you feel like we can cope with Brereton and Rensselaer?
You're just setting me up tonight, aren't you, Dan? Like, I mean, we're talking about Forest defending against one of our former players that's massive, good in the air, he's quick. Everything that goes against Forest, that's what Brereton is. Sorry, no, Brereton Diaz is. And I just... I don't know is a short answer. Maybe just try and do some smart fouling where the referee doesn't see it and take him out the game a few times. But then again, if that's going to happen, stay well clear of Ryan Yates, because he's going to catch the referee wherever we go.
It's a run-up mission. What do you think the scoreline will be on Wednesday, guys?
I'm going with 2-0 to us, and I think one of them will be a penalty.
Not a bad shot. What do you think, Luke? Do you think it'd be another 2-1? Make it 4 games on the trot?
I honestly have no idea. I was saying this to Roverseas earlier. It's either going to be a stupid scoreline like a 3-1 Forest or something where we just click. I mean, Christ, no. A 1-0 where we just click, because that's probably about as attacking as we can get. And then, but my realistic head, you think, well, they've got Brereton, they've got Gallagher, they've got Tyrese Dolan, they've got Rothwell in midfield. They've got Ayala and Lenihan at the back. I mean, I can't see anything past a 3-1 defeat, to be honest. And the one goal is going to come from Joe Loddy in the 89th minute from outside the box at 3-0 down. So Matt doesn't need to worry about our goal, because it'll come really late where it makes no difference to the score, the result whatsoever.
I forgot you guys signed Daniel Ayala.
Yeah, well, let's just say last year, his first year at the club, it wasn't exactly a successful one. I think he was a walking injury last year. It was ridiculous, but he has played really well. He was very good against Swansea, and he was very good against Millwall as well. So if we can keep him fit, then him and Lenihan will be a good pairing, I think, this year, to be fair.
Yeah, we have a few walking injuries, don't we, Dan? We have walking injuries, walking red cards, walking yellow cards, and walking disaster zones. And that just describes everybody bar bong.
Thanks for you. Yeah, it will be a very, very interesting game. So I'd like to say thank you to Matt for coming on to the show.
No problem.
I'd like to say thank you to the regular Luke for coming on as usual.
Yeah, I got promoted from part-time to regular within a space of about an hour.
Well,
Brilliant.
it's very good this week. So I'd like to say thank you for watching and goodbye.